Let's see how this game 2 unfolds. Will Echo make this a sweep against NEXPLAY EVOS, or this might be their chance to get one up against the world champs? Let's see how they go early game.
This is a good position, too, for NXP. I mean, based off the draft, right, this should go to a game 3. And also just taking a look real quick, the Killer Orcas. Echo is ranked first in kills per game for 15.6. That's pretty massive. So we know that they love to fight, but so does NXPE. I mean, they like to throw it at teams as well. Now, I like that you pointed it out, Renmar. Big thing here is allowing Domeng to shine on this Melissa, and you have so much peel available to you, whether that's Brusco, whether that's Boyet, or even Ding, to put that, to rely on Ding to be that front line, and then Brusco to either follow up with the sets, and then even Boyet can peel here for Domeng. Yeah,
you're talking about reliance, right? Because Domeng right now is Rock and the Inspire, so maybe the trust right now is with Brusco and as well as Ding. Because if you're up against the setups of, well, Sanford of Yaoi, you would need a flicker, right?
Yeah.
But this relies on how this team would make their magic work up against Echo's lineup.
Yeah, I also want to see here what ultimate Sanji will be picking up most. How will he prioritize when to use it? And that's the power of this Valentina, even though NEXPLAY EVOS, again, draft-wise, they look easier to pull off. The jack-of-all-trades pick, that is the Valentina, gives Echo a lot of flexibility and options in terms of how they're going to approach playing this game.
Yeah, good pressure with Sanji and Sanford. The duo up on the EXP lane now sets up for the first objective of the game. Boyet sets up camp. Cartesi is here as well.
Yeah, it looked like... So they went in, too. They're already going to push them back. Brusco quite low as well. Turtle going to be secured here.
Whoa.
Brusco fall in first blood. Going to the hands of Yaoi. They're still fighting, though. Electro Final Blow was used by Sanford, pushing Goyong back. It looked like NXPE was just pushed in all directions and not together.
They're all over the place, Renmar.
Yeah, them finding Brusco like that, or specifically Yaoi finding Brusco like that, was just highly unfortunate for NEXPLAY EVOS. That's something NEXPLAY EVOS will want to adjust to. Make sure when the objective is up, Brusco, maybe a minute leading up to it, didn't not put himself in a situation where he would be brought low or he'd get taken out. NEXPLAY EVOS, the strength of their lineup is if they play together as a team in those major objectives, as 3, as 4, as 5. They need to stick to that idea.
So they need to assemble if you're NEXPLAY EVOS.
Exactly.
The power right now, you have the Magic Worship on to Goyong. It would really complement early games to mid-game spike that they need if they're going up against Echo. Aggressive as they are, look at this, Sanford against 2. Down bottom, still maintaining the waves. Meanwhile, up top, Cartesi, well, it's all aid for Benny Cutie up top as well.
Yeah, we've seen this before. There was exactly a rotation like this in the last game for Echo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an answer, right? You delay Domeng so that he doesn't get to the domination, right? That's exactly what they're doing.
The domination state.
Yeah, man. They saw what he can do yesterday. So Echo putting pressure where they need to. They know it. And look at this. Like already, almost the 4 minutes in, they've already built themselves actually a nice little gold lead at this point.
Yeah, Clock of Destiny here for Sanji. So he might actually be looking into picking up the ultimate of the Farsa more often, which will be good for Echo in terms of, again, just furthering their lead. GOAT Energy, first player in MPL PH3 to reach 1,500 kills. And that was perfect that they showed it at that moment with Fredrin walking like that.
Walking like that there's nothing happening. Cartesi is on a goal for this season, even for tank damage. So we're going to expect it to show up some point in week 7 or 8 or even earlier how Echo makes these milestones work. But no contest for NEXPLAY EVOS as of now. No, not even Martis or even Boyet to go near.
Yeah, so that's what they're trading. They are willingly giving up turtles early. Oh, well, the first one they contested, but they gave that up. But what they did was so that they could get positioning here for Domeng in the top lane. But right now, NEXPLAY EVOS might not be able to get something out of it because Echo has the information and they have the idea that it's going to be centered around their top side.
Oh, yeah. Good cut lane there.
The gambit did not work for NEXPLAY EVOS there.
And by just looking at the items, even Goyong is really delayed in getting the first one too. If you're up against a Valentina, you need to go either stay the same level.
Well, they already got the flicker around from
Goyong. You can test it.
Still just putting minor pressure where they want to. And Echo, I mean, they get the resources, the ultimates out that they want, and then they're happy with it. So out of all of this, NXP at least grabs the turret top side. They can kind of play around that now. They're probably going to park Domeng bottom to just continue to farm up, allowing him to get the items that he needs.
Yeah, and it's a really safe and cautious call, but I could see it working eventually for NEXTPLAY EVOS if they don't give Echo any chances with just going crazy with their lead here. But with how Echo are moving, they're countering back quickly in terms of getting resources and control back in the map.
Oh, also not being safe right now is not an option for NEXTPLAY EVOS, because if they wait, you might want to trade. A 2 against 1. Sanford still survives.
Yeah, that's the tough thing, right? He didn't even really have to use the Petrify there. Gets out with the Electro Final Blow and everything else. And that's why Benedetta is so strong, right? She's parked in this XP lane because 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, Benedetta usually is going to be fine. So the pressure there. And then now, my question is, does NXP just want to give up all the turtles for this early phase of the game?
They shouldn't. It's 6 minutes and 30 in. It's a 2K gold lead for Echo. If they give this up without even trying to at least get a trade, a kill, it's going to be bad for them. They need to contest this.
Trade or contest? That's the question of NEXTPLAY EVOS that need to be answered against Echo. Will they do it right now? Boyd is on the coverage here.
Yeah, they go in. A nice try by Brusco here. Who grabs the turtle? It's Carl Teasy. Din coming in. It looks like they're going to give the back call here. NXP on the run. Boyette fell. Yawi with a little flex there, but again, NXP falling further behind.
Echo Flare.
Charging up once again. Tier 1 turret going to be taken out. Mid lane. It's looking tough here for NXPE.
Very, very tough. Again, I mentioned here that the lineup of NEXTPLAY EVOS looks better if they were a bit more assertive in wanting to take those turtles. Try not to go for those gambits a bit, because now you're up against a lineup with a Harith specifically that was unbothered.
Literally unbothered.
Unbothered. They couldn't do anything to him. So, of course, Medicurity's damage is going to spike us here. That's 6,000 gold. It's only 4,800 here for Domeng. So, Echo, with them being more assertive, though, this is a good call by NEXTPLAY EVOS to trade it, but they're going to lose something up top as well.
Oh, that is tough. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but still, Echo still controlling the pace, the movements around this entire game now. NXP, at this point, that's kind of what you hope for, right? You just hope that you can find picks where you can, objectives where you can, but ultimately what this leads to is them losing space around the map, and then they've got to deal with the Lord coming up in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, right now on their screens, hello MPL, this is I'm Goyong, by the way, ranking 1. Those are stats and milestones of these freshmen just came in from MPL Philippines. So going back to the thought here of what you've mentioned, Naisu and Reptar. So now they could actually isolate 1 from Echo if they want to have a grip on this mid-game power spike. The counter punches we're talking about and the keys to victory could actually work if they see that window. Wow. Okay. I thought that was that was real. Oh, was that real? Oh, okay.
Wasn't real.
It wasn't real. It's still 4.4k goal lead. I thought I was just seeing it by myself. Okay, now going back to this game, it's still Echo's play, right?
Yep.
And how will they penetrate? Because there was a lot of waves, there were a lot of turrets up top that was taken by Echo, and they're opening up the forces of NEXTPLAY EVOS and leaving them so much problems that they needed to be solved for this minute.
Yeah, this is going to be tough here for NXP. Look at them. Echo's just pushing back.
Boyette.
They just push Boyette back here. Not even going to give him an opportunity to contest this retribution for that Lord.
So fast.
And that's what I was saying, right? The lead in itemization and space and everything else that Echo has right now, if you're NXPE, it's really difficult to actually say, like, all right, let's give this a go, because they're so far behind.
Yeah, speaking of giving it a go, is the items enough? Is the defense enough? Because if you're looking at the composition of Echo, there's 1 knock-up, there's 1 way that Sanford can slip through and knock out everybody with a Petrify, so that answers a lot of questions for NXP to answer, because if we see it soon, they could either pick up 1. Oh, he missed it! Brusco missed it!
That's not how you want it to go, right? I mean, the question you're asking here, Francis, if things go like that, it doesn't really matter, right? So now it's Echo top side. They got the lore to deal with. They know that Brusco does not have the ultimate available, right? He's still holding on to the flicker. So a Hail Mary defense is going to be what they need here. So Lord now working on.
Oh,
Yawi going to go in with
man.
the way of the dragon. They find Brusco exactly. Still alive for now. Another going to fall here. Sanji gets punished. A little bit of life for NXPE, but still working on him. Benny Cutie finding the kill himself, but 2 fall for Echo. Domeng helps them hold on as he grabs 2 himself.
They take out Ding, but seems like this happens a lot to Echo, friends.
Yeah.
Well, we know that's like the script.
Yeah.
That's like the Echo Yawi script.
March with the Lord, and then
go.
dive under one of the last turrets somewhere, and then your opposing team will be able to turn around. Will history repeat itself again here in the mid lane, though?
We're calling it the script, okay, for Echo, Carl TZ, and Yawi, because it happened a lot of times in most of their matches, and we're just seeing similar ways on how they will approach or even take down base of NEXTPLAY EVOS. With the lead right now of the Orcas, could this be that deadly for NEXTPLAY EVOS to still hold with time?
Yeah, this is the best thing they can do. Again, their signature defensive counterpunch. It's hard for them to set up and actually try to get a win out of that.
Oh, this is tough right here. Boyette just taking the brunt of everything. Gonna fall here, trying to get his purple. But Echo not even gonna let that happen. NXP down a member here. And it's Echo just having free go at everything they want on the map.
Yeah, man, they're just playing their game right now. They know they're in control. They have their comfort picks. Yawi's already having a TP battle with Brusco across the wall. Shout out to my neighbor's dogs who woke me up the other day barking from across the street. Sort of like that right now, except this time it's with teleports between the 2 talented roamers of these 2 teams.
Amazing, right? Amazing. Music to your ears. But now in this game, this is not music for NEXTPLAY EVOS. This is something where they need. This is something that's a question that I was really asking you guys that needed to be answered, that needs to be addressed. Because how can they even penetrate the defense right now of Echo? Because the only way I'm seeing this, as you mentioned, NiceU, a Hail Mary play, isolate one. I don't know who to target. A wraparound. Things just keep on going for NEXTPLAY EVOS problems.
Okay, the good sign here for NEXTPLAY EVOS is that Domeng already has his Malefic Roar.
Well, they're going to push them off the best they can here, but look at the damage Ding's receiving just from Benny Cutie here. Still going to be looking for an angle like you're asking, Hero as
Oh my!
Domeng, though, going to get kicked. There's the way of the dragon was used. They're trying to collapse down here. Sanford going in, can't get the kill just yet. Bobbing and weaving. It's Domeng that falls here now. Benny Cutie unleashing with his Almond Force, trying to wipe out NXP. Immortality gonna be popped. And just like that, triple kill for the Storm, and Echo in full force wiping out NXPE.
A push and a Lord in the mid. How is this for the Orcas?
They found the target. They found Domeng. And they found the way to end this with a sweep. In dominating fashion, it's the world champs with a 2-0 victory.
They're saying no. Today, the streak continues for Echo to move forward in the last match that they will go for this day. And it's just keep on going. They're hot already and they're not stopping any moment now.